you need to remember, tradition is something that has been set in stone and then carried over, copy and pasted over certain years. It doesn't change, it doesn't adapt, if that makes sense. I might be wrong, but that's my knowledge of tradition. And like I said before, tradition stops growth. That's a very narrow way to see men and women. Do you understand? Men are meant to be leaders. Men are meant to be providers. And that's not an egotistic thing or alpha male thing. It's written. It's written in scripture. It's written. You can see it. Even if you're not a Christian, you can see how men are, if that makes sense.
Bro, this one year, yeah, it just gives me headache because there's so much controversial things about it.
Cleaning and cooking is a life skill that everybody should have. So it shouldn't be just left to the woman. I definitely feel like when it comes to a household, it should just be a conversation between you and your partner. Okay, this is what I can do. I can cook. Because some women don't even like cooking. You understand? So it could be the guy that cooks for the house. It doesn't really matter. I feel like all of these things are just down to conversation. I definitely do feel like the guy should be working. That's not really a compromise. Whether it's business, whether it's whatever you want to say it is, I definitely think like, you're the man. You understand? Things should be covered. You understand? Whoever's under you, your wife, your kids, they should feel safe. You should provide that safety. If that makes sense. But yeah.
I think, I think every boy and girl should learn how to cook, first and foremost. Both genders should know how to cook and keep themselves clean, like hygiene, how to clean, stuff like that, like standard chores. Doesn't mean when you get married, a man should always cook and a man should always clean. But it's nice to have a guy who has common sense in the kitchen and who has common sense when it comes to taking care of the house. Like, I'm not trying to be with a child, I'm being with a husband, someone who knows how to take care of himself. Do you know what I mean? Because when we have kids, you're going to still need to partake sometimes, you know what I mean? But no, I feel like as a wife, for me personally, I love my husband so much that I will cook for you because I want you to be fed. I want my kids to be fed. And if I'm at home all the time taking care of kids, I'm not going to make him do 9 to 5 and come home and cook. Like, it's just common courtesy. Just be nice enough to cook for him. Maybe on the weekends, he can cook, because you've been taking care of the kids, and that's not an easy task. Maybe, a cheeky meal will do, here and then, every now and then.
I think, they're definitely not important as long as she still cooks for me, cleans after me. Basically, so what I want to happen is I want her to still do all the women's gender roles, but then also I don't want to work too.
It depends, for me personally, I like traditional gender roles, but it depends on the couple. Not every couple is the same, but personally on my own behalf, I do like traditional gender roles, and it's important to me because I was raised around that, like my parents, so I expect the type of guy I'm dating to also have similar values to me.
But now, I think gender roles should stay as it is, but it should not be strict and rigid. If a girl wants to have her own side business, go ahead. But don't forget you still have, responsibilities. I feel like some women will neglect their children just to go and do business. I was like, why did you have kids in the first place? But yeah, that's my answer.
So I'm not saying that she has to go and do the work thing, but I'm just saying she needs to have a lot of money so that either we both don't have to work, or B, if she's not that wealthy, she can work and I can stay at home. No, but truly, no, they're not important, man. I think it's that's really dated. That's like that Lobola thing, man. Come on, what are we talking? 1993 over here? Jeez.
That was only 27 years ago.
What are we talking? 1963 or something? What are we talking? 1903 or something over here? That's the one. 1983 or 1893 or something.
I think so. I
I think nowadays we've kind of got lost. Like women are trying to be like men, men trying to be like women, and I'm not even talking about like the whole transgender stuff. I just mean like I think some women feel so empowered to the point where they want to disrespect men and not, treat their men with respect, which I think is just out of line. Because at the end of the day, the man is the head, right? He leads the family. He doesn't even. I'm not even saying in terms of bringing home the most money, because yeah, women can make money too. Yeah, like I wish my wife would make more money than me, man. All right, because to me, if she's winning, I'm winning, and vice versa. If I'm winning, she's winning. So that's not an issue for me. But I think in terms of the way women talk to men, the way that their whole swagger is, I think, yeah, it's a bit crazy. I think, and I'm not saying a woman needs to be in the kitchen all day. I'm not saying that because I think we're a bit past that. But at the same time, I think she needs to be in the kitchen at some points, yeah, just to, I don't want to say this so, not know her place, but know her place.
1893 is the year that I was referencing. What are we in 1893 or something?
Do you know what I mean? You know what, right? And and that goes for men as well, though. A man should be out working, providing, yeah, not sitting on the couch playing PlayStation. Do you know what I mean? It's just about your role. Just know your place in it.
Wow.
That's gonna cause problems, man. That's gonna cause problems. I didn't even mean it like that. That's the crazy. I didn't even mean it like. I just meant like.
No. Traditional gender roles in a relationship. I don't think I would expect any traditional, because what if it's it's a traditional gender role, however, like it's your weakness and it's my strength as a woman, however, it's a gender role like for the guy. Not necessarily, it doesn't matter. Like it's all about identifying your strength and your weaknesses and then we'll work together. Boom. Problem
I told you
solved.
women don't know what they want. Says the woman who was saying, I want someone who's hardworking. I don't want someone who's lazy. Now she's saying traditional gender roles though.
Saka. Hold up.
Next
Hold up.
question.
Hold up. What is hardworking to do with gender roles?
Men go to work to provide for the family. Women stay at home, look after the house. Is that important? You just said no. But then you said, you don't want someone who's lazy. So what if his weakness is working?
Not lazy, cleaning the house maybe.